Kato, Kato, come play with us. Hey, it's me again, Kantara. If you don't know me, go back to my first video. But you won't believe what happened to my friend's cousin's neighbor. It's a story they whisper in hushed voices in my town, a story that makes parents hold their children close at night. And if you don't listen carefully, you might find yourself living the same nightmare. In a busy town filled with tall buildings and never-ending traffic, there was a boy named Kato. His parents were respected. His father was a businessman who traveled far to make deals. His mother worked from home, always too busy counting coins and signing papers to notice Kato standing quietly at the door. His father, Mr. Ade, owned a chain of electronic stores across the country. His life was a whirlwind of flights, hotel stays, and business meetings. He was rarely home, and when he was either on a call, answering emails, or too exhausted to talk. Kato could barely remember the last time his father tucked him in or asked how his day was. His mother, Mrs. Ade, ran an online fashion empire. She was always in front of a screen, either designing, managing orders, or speaking with clients. She worked from home, but that didn't mean she was present. Whenever Kato tried to get her attention, she would give him a distracted smile and tell him to go play with his toys. But what most people didn't know was that Kato's parents had not always been rich. They had grown up in extreme poverty. As children, they often went to bed hungry, wore the same torn clothes for years, and had to work hard just to survive. When they finally built their businesses and escaped their past, they swore that their children would never experience the same suffering. So they worked. And worked. And worked. They believed they were doing the right thing, sacrificing their time so Kato would never lack anything. But in their pursuit of wealth and security, they failed to see that they were replacing love with material things. For the Bible says, "For the protection of wisdom is like the protection of money, and the advantage of knowledge is that wisdom preserves the life of him who has it." Their intentions were good, but they did not apply wisdom. The neighborhood kids played together in the parks, their laughter echoing through the streets, but Kato was always alone. When he tried to join them, he felt like a stranger, as if he didn't belong. One day, he heard a soft whisper from the abandoned lot near his building. "Kato, Kato, come play with us." He turned his head sharply, but there was no one there. Just the rustling of the trees swaying in the wind. That night, he told his mother, but she barely looked up from her work. "It's just your imagination," she mumbled. His father waved him off. "You have plenty of toys, go play with them." The whispers grew stronger. The next evening, Kato stood at the edge of the empty lot, staring into the darkness between the trees and broken fences. Then, giggles, soft, childlike, inviting. "We want to play with you, Kato." The voices were sweet, almost musical, and for the first time, someone actually wanted him around. Someone noticed him. So he stepped forward. The moment his foot touched the overgrown grass, the air changed. The warm city breeze turned ice cold. The laughter was no longer soft, it was sharp, filled with hunger. A figure emerged from the shadows, a girl, no older than him, but her skin was too pale, her eyes too hollow. her smile stretched too wide. "You're one of us now." Kato tried to run, but the lot seemed endless. The ground shifted beneath his feet, and the shadows swallowed his screams. The next morning, his mother knocked on his door. "Kato, wake up, breakfast is ready." "Silence," she said, assuming he was playing with his gadgets. Hours passed, but Kato never came out. When she finally opened the door, his room was empty. Panic set in. The town searched for days. The only clue was a single small footprint leading into the abandoned lot, and none coming out. The elders shook their heads. The forgotten ones took him. The forgotten ones, his parents echoed. The spirits of children neglected by their parents. The children the town failed to protect. They take lonely souls so they never have to be alone again. His mother wept. His father was speechless. They had given him everything but their time. And now, he was gone. Some nights, if you stand near the lot, you can hear the whispers. "Kato, Kato, come play with us." The moral of the story. Parents often think that giving their children a better life means providing them with wealth and comfort. If you're a parent, please be aware, a child does not measure love in money or gifts, they measure it in time, affection, and presence. Kato's parents worked hard to ensure he never lacked anything, yet in doing so, they failed to give him what he needed most, them. So, if you ever think of replacing love with gifts, attention with screens, or family with work, remember Kato. Because the forgotten ones are always watching, always waiting, and they love lonely children. And hey, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you.